Hey everyone, welcome back to the Severed Chains Devstream. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to continue our work from last time and keep working on some of the outstanding bugs that are standing in the way of our 3.0 release. Last week we solved one of the oldest bugs. I haven't decided exactly what we're going to look at here today, but we will figure that out in just a moment. So first off, I figure I'll show a little bit more of what I've been working on recently. And that is, well, actually, hold on. First off, there's going to be some flashing images on the screen here. So if you are sensitive to that, look away for a moment. So the Dabus minigame, I don't know how to actually pronounce it in Japanese, but we call it Dig Dabus, which is the rough translation. I've basically finished that at this point. So let's take a quick look at that. So this is the load game menu. I've got a saved game here already. The first option is to start a new game. Second option is continue. So let's do that. So it's a pretty simple little game. This is a spin-off for the Pocket Station. Pocket Station was never released in outside of Japan. So a lot of people don't even know that this game exists. But that being said, this is the game. You play as Dabus and you dig around and do a little bit of fighting, a little bit of mining. Combat is a little bit janky. You don't really get control of your character. You defend and you attack. The movement's completely random. Got a critical hit. There we go. So there's a few different parts to the game. So you can see I've got the map up here. So these things are basically like caves, and there's a few different types of caves. One of them is a monster cave, which is what you just saw me in there, fighting a zombie. There's a few different enemies as well. Um, Slimes and things like that. Let's see what we find in here. This is another enemy. Not the most exciting combat ever, but it is a console with a 32 by 32 1-bit per pixel screen, so they did what they could. Got some food, so that healed me. If we pop through some of the menus here, so you got your power, this is how much damage you do to enemies. This is your gold. This is how deep you have dug. And this is your goal, so this is where the next boss is going to be. And fighting bosses, you'll get various bigger rewards like accessories and things like that. Anything that you earn in this game, you can actually transfer over to Legend of Dragoon. Um, so like if I was to connect this to the game itself, it would give me this 40 gold as well as these two mystery items. And if I had gained any accessories, I would get those as well. These mushrooms and bones and coins are things that you randomly find while you're digging. When you find a Minidos cave, you can basically use your mushrooms to increase your maximum hit points. The bones increase your attack damage, and the coins get turned into gold. Let's see if we can find a Minidos cave. Right there, that little circle was 5 mushrooms. Of course, it's just another enemy. What's up, Cychronics? What's up, J-Man? How's everybody doing? We got another item there, so we can see that that is now in the bag. What's up, Matthew? Watch out for falling boulders. So this is just a chest cave. So I'm just starting to see everybody sending messages now. Uh, is something going on with YouTube, or was there just no one sending messages before? This is the Manitos cave, so it just healed me. We're gonna give the Manitos our mushrooms and bones. He will cook us up some delicious Manitos juice. You can see this is my maximum hit points increasing. I'm up to 45 now, and my power is up to 45 as well. And the next time that I am in a fight with something, it will be much easier. Fortunately, I was not paying attention to chat, so I missed all of those items there. The only shit. I also missed those. Okay, seems like it's working fine now then. Combat can be a little bit annoying sometimes if it just won't move you into the, like, close enough to actually attack. But it's usually not too bad. Fair enough, chocolate. Fair enough. As you should be. We're doing a dev stream on a Thursday. Yep, so it seems like everything is sunk now. Got all kinds of items over here. It's all good, Pony Bro. I've just been playing a little bit of Dig Dabus. We won't spend too long playing this, but yeah. I might just dig straight down until we get to a boss. Two more caves below us. Let's take a look at those. Another zombie. Yes, the Pocket Station did have sound. I haven't implemented sound yet, but that will be coming in the future. Sound is actually pretty much the only thing that's left to do here. The rest of the game is basically finished. It was probably the quickest port ever. I think all things said and done, it took me like 2 weeks. There is still some more work to be done on cleaning up the code and things like that. But yeah, the whole game is playable and saving works and transferring things over and everything. Alright, so I'm going to save the game and we are just going to dig straight down. Except when we see some juicy items. We'll go get some juicy items. Yeah, literally a 32 by 32 pixel screen. Um, what you're seeing here is actually 5 times the size of the console screen. So for everyone who has asked what the dig menu is for in Severed Chains, this is what it's for. Tony Bro, are you telling me that you wouldn't eat Manitos soup? You know, that kind of makes it sound like you're eating Manitos, and, you know, I'm not saying that you're not. We'll leave that up to viewer interpretation. Alright, where are we? We are a little over halfway there. If I stop taking detours, this will go a lot faster. I'm not gonna stop taking detours, though. I mean, look at those shiny things. You can't just not pick them up. Also, the extra health and stuff will probably come in handy for fighting bosses, so, you know. Acme mechanics. That is definitely one way of looking at it. All right, chat. Do you think that this is his nose, or if he's wearing a hat? We had a heated discussion about this the other day, and did not come to any kind of conclusion whatsoever. Probably a hat. Hope it's his nose. I mean, in game he's wearing like a turban, so. Ooh, I've actually never fought one of these before. I reverse engineered like 80% of this game without ever having even played it before, so that was interesting. It was a whole lot of me like pinging Zychronics and being like, hey, is this how the game is supposed to work? Or is something broken here? This thing is kind of kicking my butt. Alright, there we go. I am going to need some healing. We're almost at the boss, so hopefully we run into a Manitos lair here. I'm gonna go around the other way since this might take me too low. No, we're good. Oh, look, and here is the other enemy that I've never seen before. Ow. Alright, come on, let me hit it. There we go. Alright, we got a couple other caves down here. Yeah, no, it's even worse than GBA music. It's straight up one single square wave generator. Although the sound effects and music are actually surprisingly not good considering how terrible the hardware is. Ow, I am almost dead. Please be food. It's not food. Okay, we gotta go back around and do a green wrap so I can get into this one, because if we go to the right, I'll fall through the grapple. If you die, you get rescued by a couple of Manitos paramedics, and they take you back up to the surface. You basically have to start digging again. Well, we can't get through this way either, unfortunately, so we are going to have to skip that one. We can go into this one. Please be a Manitos. It is. Alright, we can get a heal here. Yeah, this really is like a proto roguelike. You can kind of just keep starting over from the top, keeping your stats and getting stronger and stronger. You do not lose what you have. We must be just about there. Yeah, we're at 263, and we got to get down to 300. Or DeBoss souls. A bunch of things here. Honestly, I was kind of thinking DeBoss souls. Alright, I am not going to go into these caves because I don't want to take any damage before the boss. Oh, here's the boss now. I was planning on saving my game. Ow, I am not doing very well. Ow! Come on, let me get close enough. This game actually has a very nice, like, 8-bit rendition of DeBoss's theme. And honestly, his theme song has been stuck in my head for like the past 2 weeks that I've been working on this. I'm not mad about it. Hey, I killed it. And we get a special item. It's actually the first time that I've managed to kill a boss. It didn't like that I pressed the spacebar there. Anyway, so that is the game. I am going to record this to fix later. And now I could take the save from and actually load it into Severed Chains. Um, Now I need to modify Severed Chains to accept the different format here. Actually, let's just do that real quick. Why not? Let's just take a look at this. Okay. Special item 2C. I think this actually just matches up with the save data. So at hex 14, yeah, these are item IDs. So we're going to copy the save over, paste it in here. And no longer need that. Going to be 0 and size x80. All right, now if all goes well here, we go into this menu. Yeah, there we go. This is all of the different items that are in that save, as well as 105 gold. We got a detonate rock, healing potion, total vanishing, recovery ball, 2 translights, and a holy ankh. So now if I click take here, let's just make sure we've got enough space in our inventory. Oh, we are way over the limit. Let's just jack up our inventory size here a bit. All right. Now I go in here, I click take, and it will transfer everything over. And now if we look in our inventory, we got the translights and everything that we earned there. And I guess it'll be up here. We've got the Holy Ankh. So you can actually get some pretty good accessories from playing the minigame. And we might even add some like special Severed Chains only items and things like that for people to earn, just as you know, something kind of fun. How did I decide I wanted to take this amazing and old game and completely rebuild it from the ground up? Yes, I am doing this in my spare time. However, donations and things like that from people are super, super helpful, and it means that you know, I can spend more of my work time actually focusing on this. Um, I have a Ko-fi account, which is linked in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and donations to that go directly towards work on this project. How I decided to do it, there wasn't really any thought process behind it. I was just kind of like, one day I kind of had the urge to play Legend of Dragoon, and I was looking around at like the best way to play it on PC and stuff like that. This is when Ship of Harkinian was just like, just starting to be worked on, and I was like, I wonder if anybody has looked into like reverse engineering Legend of Dragoon. Nobody had, so I just kind of figured, you know, this is interesting project. I'll give it a shot, see how it goes. And well, this is how it went. Have Davis find the dialogue script. All right. So, what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to start looking into some more of the bugs that we still need to take care of. So we're getting pretty close to finishing the 3.0 release. All that's left to do now is just fix all of the remaining bugs. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. Actually, first off, Icarus has been working on a fix for script patches. So let's just take a quick look at this and maybe get it merged in. What's going on here? What has changed? So we CRC these to see if anything's changed. Cached is null. Okay, so if the cache patch doesn't exist or the patch has changed, then we need to patch. If it fails, we add it to the failed patch list. Store the file. So if any of the failed patches, if any of the patches failed, then we read in the script patches file. Move the one that failed. Okay. Back it up when patching. Okay, that all looks fine. It needs formatting. Do I have access to this repository? Because if so... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make a new branch. What has changed here? Right, I was modifying some files for screenshots earlier. Sure we're up to date. Dot script patcher. Push the new branch. We're going to merge it into this branch, and then I will make the necessary modifications. All right, I can edit this. I'm going to merge it into, repoint it to this branch. Merge it, and we'll get that code. Script patcher. Just reformat the file, and I think everything else is fine. That should just be a couple of minor formatting changes. There's this restore all files method that's not used. Delete that. Now, of course, we just need to make sure it still works. Fine. Let's do a fresh unpack and sure it works there. I did see the chat, but by the time it came up on my screen, there's a bit of a delay and I had already moved on. All right, look, patched just fine. We've got everything backed up in here. Diffs. Oh, J-Man, sorry I missed your donation earlier. Thank you for that. Yeah, chocolate. I mean, considering the old unpacker used to take like 5 minutes, even on powerful hardware, it's a pretty serious difference. Formatting, remove unused method. So we'll just switch back to main, merge the script patcher into it, and push that. All right. Rogan Albert asked about another dev build update coming out soon. So basically every single time we make a change to the code, it is automatically built and uploaded. So you can actually see if we go into the actions here, it's automatically uploading a new build right now. So there will be a new one in about 10 seconds. Yeah, when we finish this build, it's gonna be well, I mean, it's already a huge improvement over the previous build. Let's take a look at Zychronix's modding updates because um you need this stuff for Grandmod. So if we can get this stuff merged in here, we'll be able to get a proper yeah, we're reviewing your code live, Zychronix. I can already see some problems. Your variable isn't final. Actually, Zychronix, you want to come on to a call here with me and we'll go over this and try and get everything merged in? All right, sounds good. Let me just give you a call here. The only thing worse than a code review is a code review being broadcast live to an audience.
Oh no.
All right. Can I hear you? I think I heard you, but my audio is really low. There we go. I can hear you. Zychronix, you want to talk a little bit and
Hello, hello.
make sure our audio levels are good?
I hope it's fine.
Yeah, I think we're good to go here. Is that all picking up well, chat? Cool. Let's get some music going here too.
Alright. I'm gonna change those to final right now. Where is my branch? Oh no.
I need to change my audio device here. 1 second.
Oh, I have unpushed changes. Whoops. I might as well put them in here.
All right, how's the music level? Music is too quiet. All right, turn that up a little bit. Oh, you can't hear the music? It's picking up on OBS.
I can hear it through your mic.
You can hear it through my mic. Okay, perfect. It is working. All right, Zechronics, give me a high-level overview on what you've done here.
Most of the core changes are in core mod. I forget the file name. It's been too long since I even looked at it.
Okay, let's just
Okay,
take
let me
this.
go to the PR. Once I see all these file names,
Yeah, let's take this file by file. So game engine, we've got some changes here. Load character data. So we've got these additions. What are these? What are these numbers here? Is this the addition count?
so yes.
Okay. We've got a
Oh,
character.
there's final there.
Yep. We've got a character data class. Is this new? Is that something you added?
Oh yeah, that's where the majority of changes are merging into, other than the new events.
Okay.
But I still need to fix one major bug that's still present on SC without any of these changes. Divine Dragoon Darts Dragoon Edition isn't multiplied
Is
at
that
all,
a
so it's still 100%.
is that a bug in current SC or is that a bug in your branch?
Both.
Okay, so it's not something caused
My
by your
branch, it
branch.
doesn't make sense. No.
Okay.
I mean, I should fix it with this, I guess.
No, let's fix that separately. I don't want
All right.
to mix more into this pull request. That should be a separate bug fix. Okay, so looking at this, I see all these are public and not final. I assume that you were abusing that in Dramod.
Yes. The reason why they're not final is because I'm changing them directly.
Okay. Can you make some updates while we're going through this?
Yeah, sure. So we're
So
in
in
character
character
data.
data, these array lists, the definition should just be list. By convention, you just use the interface for collection classes, unless you need specific functionality. Um, like for example, if you like specifically needed functionality from a linked list, then you could type it as a linked list, but that just makes it so if we ever need to, like for example, if in Dramod you wanted to change this to a linked list instead of an array list, you wouldn't be able to do that now. Even though they behave the same for all intents and purposes, you wouldn't be able to do that because it's typed to an array list rather than just a list.
I think the only thing I do is like clear all the additions and then I load them all up. That's the only like specific functionality I need.
Hmm.
And normal lists can do that, so I'll change that.
Yeah, so just make the declaration itself just list instead of array list. And then that will be fine. In get edition level SP, we use it. The name should be capital S and then lowercase p, and then the variable itself should just be lowercase.
All right.
Um. Aside from that, it's looking fine. There is an extra space in the get non-max editions. You can just highlight the entire file and press Control-Shift-L to apply the project formatting.
Shift L.
That should reformat it all.
I hope that worked.
You should see a change on line 60 if it did.
Nope, it did not.
Am I getting
Oh,
my...
yeah, my IntelliJ is bugged.
Am I getting... Oh, sorry, it's... Control-Alt-Shift, I think. No. Alt-Shift? No. Control-Shift? No. Why am I forgetting...
Why can't they just make this in the right-click menu?
I literally just did this in the other pull request. Control-Alt-L
Control-L-L.
is reformat. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Now I see it.
Alright, we talked about the attack SP gain event, deprecated it just because it's not fully implemented yet. Dragoon Def event. What does that do?
So that's basically how I get items in Dragoon form. So I just load up a different number and then it works.
How are you doing that when script ID is final? Where is that being used from?
Oh, I don't actually need to change. Wait, hold on. I need to pull out Dramod too while I'm doing this. 1 second. Dragoon Def. Oh, so when I set, for example's sake, I'm using Dart and he's trying to use Burnout, it's loading a specific spell ID.
Okay.
So I don't actually need to change the script ID attached to the event because it's loading a different index already. So that's why the event is final. I just need to know, hey, Dart's trying to do this, so Dramon needs to edit something and then it works.
Okay. Can you explain what you're editing?
Oh, the only thing I need to edit is the full screen effect. So once I see those, once the event triggers and I see that it's trying to do an item Dragoon Death event, I just clear the full screen effect. Because if you don't do that, the screen is just white permanently. Because in these scripts, they're not supposed to have the code to turn off the essentially the load screen for the Dragoon effects. So that's what that's doing.
Okay. This event isn't actually getting used, is it? Where you're actually creating a variable for it?
Yes, it's actually being used there. I have a similar event that I did not.
Sorry,
push.
I mean this variable. I don't see where this event variable is being used.
No, it's not being used there.
Okay.
Or anything.
We can just remove the variable
so
then.
I can take. Okay.
Probably same for the spell item def event as well. Or maybe that's
And the
actually
new
being
one I
used.
just made.
I think the spell event one's actually being used down here.
Spell item depth event. How do I use that?
Yeah, it looks like it is actually being used, so that one's fine. Okay, so let's jump back up here and
Oh, yeah. Spell item depth event is for semi-customizable items. So if I wanted like Burnout 2, I just point to Burnout 1 and then I have like damage changes.
okay.
So that's what the spell item depth event is for. Question from the chat. Would you be able to implement something that allows you to stop Dragoon transformation without being forced to wait until Meteor is gone?
Well, that is
Technically, I can
actually
do that with Dramod now, but
yeah. Isn't that something that you've already implemented?
no, my implementation is you must take your turn.
Okay.
But like, you can just say, oh, add 217 to the turn meter and cancel their turn. You can do it that way, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we do plan on adding some optional features that will allow you to enable some sort of quality of life things like that. Being able to de-transform or, you know, optionally use items in Dragoon form and stuff like that. What's up, Icarus? We reviewed your pull request live on air earlier.
Now I'm getting roasted.
Well, it's too late for that because I already merged it, so you'll have to merge main into your branch. Your pull request was fine, but there was some formatting issues and a unused method. Everything else looked fine. Okay, so you're loading the Dragoon stats. That is part of core mod.
Part of Karma because I just use it from the files that are unpacked.
Where is core mod at?
Oh, scroll up. I just saw you.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, wait, there's a delay.
Yeah. Okay, I see character data is also not final. So this is all going to have to be changed in
Oh, I changed
RB4.
those directly. That's the problem.
Yeah, so that's all going to be have to be redone in RB4 converted to registries.
And that's why Dramod is the first party mod, because this I will probably have to rewrite it again for a force. Wait, no, this is technically the 5th time.
I mean, probably more if you count the emulator Dramod.
Oh no, I'm counting those two.
Oh,
I've only
okay.
rerun it. English. I only rewrote Dramod once for SE.
Oh, there we go. Not too bad then. Okay, so load character stats. You're loading in these files. So this is fine for now. This stuff will all be part of LOD mod when we rework this because, well, as you probably saw
Alright.
when you were looking at the save refactor branch that I was working on, basically everything that is specific to the Legend of Dragoon campaign is going into LOD mod. And the reason for that is because in the future you'll actually be able to just turn the Legend of Dragoon content off entirely. so that people will be able to make total conversion mods. Being in core mod is fine for now. This isn't actually registries and stuff, so this won't be an issue because it won't be going into save files.
All right.
I guess TFC is here. I'm gonna add him into chat. How do? Go. Thanks, Alexander. Too bad you can't catch the stream, but we do these every week. So, if you're around next week, then feel free to stop in and hang out with us. Alright, I am just creating a new chat with both Zycronix and TFC. Alright, we got Zycronix here. Looks like we've got TFZ as well.
Hello?
What's up?
Hello.
Good. The sound is working this time.
Yep. So right now we are just reviewing Zycronix's
Roasting.
Yeah, we're roasting Zycronix's code. Earlier we roasted Icarus's code, so we're just kind of making a thing out of it. Okay, that looks fine.
Dang, I don't have anything to roast right now.
No, nothing. You're slacking.
Zycronix is getting me excited about upscaling again.
Yeah. Sounds like we're gonna see some more upscales coming in sometime soon.
Could be if I can figure out these new dang fangled technologies they keep adding.
There's a new AI every 3 weeks, I swear.
It certainly seems like it. Okay, so this bypass.
It's okay. It'll crash sometime soon and we'll stop.
Yeah, exactly. So this bypass override, I assume that is just to prevent it from automatically maxing out your Dragoon Spirit when you get it for the first time?
Correct.
Okay. That is something that we needed anyway, so that's good. I feel like we should actually I don't know. Never mind. We'll talk about that when we do the modding API update. I keep thinking, like, we should do this in this way instead of doing it in this way, and it's we gotta not get bogged down in modding API updates.
It's going to constantly change, and we're going to rewrite the whole thing eventually.
Yeah, when we get into RB4, we're gonna basically audit every single event and actually like finalize it and officially release a Severed Chains dev kit rather than just kind of like passing it around to whoever wants it in Discord chat. So give item event and give equipment event need to be final.
Right. Let me do that. You know what? Maybe that's why it crashes every time in draw mod. That's not it.
Why did you add a bunch of Dragoon def flags?
I'm using data that's past the table, and those are actually used in the game. But somehow it still works without them.
Okay.
Oh,
Just because
for
it's the next
item
table.
magic. It's for the item magic stuff.
So,
Yeah, a bunch of those indices are just in the next memory segment right after that. That's why it was working in the game.
Yeah, I actually need to go up to index like 120. That wasn't large enough.
so how is this?
Let me.
How is
Yeah,
this
let
working?
me see how I'm using that.
I love how
is
half
it
the
the-
time copying from GitHub just doesn't work.
Like
I wish
searching.
they would just allow you to view the whole file and then have like plus signs and minus by the changes, just singular file view.
Okay, so what you're
Let me
saying
see.
is you've just copied. Wait. No,
Was it
this
Dragoon Death
is
Flags?
this data does not belong in this table. This is completely different data here.
Let me figure
Yeah, it's
out
from the
how I'm
next.
using that.
It's from the next segment of memory. That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
it's from the next table, but that's completely unrelated data.
I don't remember. Where is this? Dragoon Death. Am I even using this? I guess I'm not using that anymore. I needed it for something.
Okay, so yeah, remove line 548 then.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check Drone Mod. Because I should be using it for something. I just don't know what.
Okay, so you added a open a new tab here so I can. What class is this? This battle. Bow user SP event.
Oh yeah, that needs to change with the main. I changed the number like 3 times. This was the one you did. I just copy pasted.
Sorry, what did I do?
You were the one who originally made this. I just
Okay.
copy pasted it.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. So what this does is actually I kind of vaguely remember it. So the name needs to change here. This should be probably script get archer SP.
But there's only one archer.
Well, that's why we're just saying archer.
All right. Let me change that.
And yeah, we do need to decide on a script index.
Yeah, before it was 901 when you made it, and then Icarus used a bunch, so I moved it down. And I think Icarus used a bunch more, so I need to move it down again. The last time I synced up with main was 2.5 weeks ago.
Did Icarus use some? Or maybe
Yeah.
he's just using some in his own branches, because I don't think he's added any to the repo. I'm the only one that's actually added any script methods to the repo.
Oh. Oh.
And that
okay.
was just the ones at 1000 and up. So where do we want to put this? You've got it at 912.
Originally it was 901. But then I also had to change the file patch for it too, because this is being patched in the player combat script when you unload.
Let's put that at 950.
50, all right.
So here, you've changed the max edition XP to 999. Is that not going to affect everything?
This will affect the menu. That's it.
So it won't allow you to get over 99 normally?
No.
Are you sure? Because this is in the level up edition method.
The addition table in the menu caps at 99 and then it stops incrementing.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if this is going to allow you to go up to 999 instead.
Yes.
Hmm.
And there is
I
room
think that's what
to display the 3 digits. Well, the 6.
I'm not sure we want that as a core change.
It would only be used, say someone's using Dramod and they want to, well, actually no, it would display like 167 out of dash once you maxed it.
Yeah. TFC, what do you think?
What was the idea behind changing it, that you wanted to be able to like make additions like have higher cutoffs for leveling or something?
Yeah, someone other than me wants to make a difficulty mod of their own, they could edit this.
Is there a way to just make it editable by the modder rather than putting it in the core?
We could make an event.
Because yeah, like core, I don't know if in core we want it like displaying higher numbers, but like
I mean,
definitely be.
We already display higher numbers with the inventory.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean we've got a config
it has
for
like
that.
some kind of it has some like base game actual like mechanical effect. I don't know.
I mean, maybe it should just be a
Have you
flag.
ever like had it display 3-digit numbers before, like in your emulator version?
No,
Are you using this?
not me personally. No, but it's. I'm thinking if someone's making their own mod and they want to change the additions to 30 per level,
Yeah.
because that's also part
Yeah.
of this change.
Revert
So
that
it would
for
max out at
now,
150.
and we'll add an event for it, and whichever mod requests the highest value, that's what we'll use.
All right, I'll change that to an event.
We'll do that separately. Just revert that to 99 for now.
All right.
Do you have a GitHub page for your current Dramod stuff?
Yeah. It's just under my GitHub name, under Legend of Dragoon -Java, because that's what we called the SC branch back then. And it's under
Yeah, although
RB3 mod events branch.
Back before we had even given Severed Chains a name.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still not named on my computer. No, I was just thinking. I mean, I guess actually you could probably just make an issue in the regular Severed Chains repo too, since this isn't necessarily Dramod specific, but just like a reminder to turn that into an event later.
Yeah, make a ticket for it. Zachronix, I think that at label CD2AC, there's a couple of variables need to be marked final.
Oh, yeah, that looks like it should be fine.
Okay. And you renamed that script method that we added?
I renamed it. I already forgot the name. Was it Script Archer?
Script Get Archer SP or something like that?
All right, yeah, I did something similar.
Okay. That's good then. We already looked at this stuff. Set temp item magic stats. What is this 1 and 2 and 3?
Oh, did I put in my debug code in here? Or did I need to know? Hold on, set temp item magic. Hold on.
So I see attack type. So that value is getting passed into the temporary item stats event.
I don't think I use it. I think that was debug code. I prefer system.out print line.
Of
It's
course you
faster
do.
when you're doing multiple things.
Okay, so I either want you to convert that to an enumeration or just remove it.
Oh, no, I do use it.
Okay, that...
In Dramod, I'm actually checking the attack type. If it's 5, I do something specific. If it's anything else, I don't do anything with it.
Okay, yeah, that can't just be magic numbers. That'll need to be an enumeration.
All right, I'll change that to enum class.
Okay. Okay, battle loader. Active Dragoon Edition index. You change those to 0 and 1. Now what is going on here?
With the change to core mod, it's now picking up the array list from character data. So now everyone's editions, like everyone has their own edition ID 0. Before it's like, oh, if you're using Levitz's Flower Storm, it's ID 11. But it's his 5th edition, so that's what's being changed here. And then their Dragoon editions are just 0. Because technically we support multiple, because a Divine Dragoon Dart needs 2. So
Okay. You removed the edition hit tables.
this was the change we wanted to discuss earlier.
Where did those get moved to?
In the unpacker, it unpacks the edition table and then it reads it in. Yeah.
Okay. What is addition multiplier?
So the edition table in retail is split up in 2 tables. There is just your edition stats, which contain your base edition stats, and then every edition level has its own separate table where it's just damage, SP, and then 2 unused variables. So that's what the addition multiplier is for. Because it's your base addition multiplied by the secondary table to get the multipliers per the levels.
Oh, you hard-coded a patch here.
I didn't hard code this. That was you. That is the hard code patch for the SP event. So, not sure if this should be done or if there's a better way to just do it the Icarus way where it patches itself.
Yeah, no, that should be converted into a patch file. Since
The last time I checked, I couldn't recompile the player combat scripts, so
that works fine
why
now.
I did it this way. Okay.
We have made significant improvements since we worked on this. Pretty much all scripts are compiling properly now. There's only like a handful that don't work. And we know the reason for that, it's just tricky to fix it.
Good to know. Alright, I'll make note of that.
Okay.
Oh no, I lost my Notepad++ stat. Oh.
And we talked about changing the set temp item magic stats to an enum.
Yes. And here's some weird code.
Addition hit properties 10. What is this set doing?
I'm asking myself the same question because that just looks like it's clearing whatever is set.
Yeah, this is in the constructor, so those would all be 0 in the first place. Yeah, just remove that constructor.
All right.
Is this set method actually used anywhere else?
I don't think it's used in SC, but it's used in Dramod. I can just make the code better in Dramod.
It. Why do this rather than just setting the variables directly? Since
I
they're
think it's
public.
because I'm lazy. If you look at the code in core mod on how it's loaded, I think I was just being lazy because it's 2 for loops that load up the additions into the character data. So I think that's why I did that. I cannot be lazy and do it with one for loop.
Yeah, move the loading code into the actual addition hit properties method or class and just set all the variables directly.
All right.
So just make a constructor that accepts all of the parameters or all of the properties, and then add a static method to the class called from file, and you can just pass a file data in and have the class set all of its like pass it to the constructor. Like take a look at how the item class works, for example.
Oh yeah, the file-based item something, I remember.
Yeah, so it's got the from file method, which loads all of the stuff from the file data, and then calls the constructor.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's probably
I'll
the
just
cleanest
change it
way
to
to do that. SP bar colors removed.
Yeah. Custom SP bar colors per character.
That's odd that they did that. So I guess at one point they must have been planning on doing different colors per character. But then realized that that would be basically impossible to read.
I mean, that table alone is impossible to read. That's only for one character. I have no clue what they're doing here. Because, like, the first one is for level 1, and then the second one is again for level 1. And then it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and then it goes back to level 1.
Some of these are actually different. Yeah. What were they doing there?
So the first 3 is supposed to be the top color of the SP bar, and the next 3 are supposed to be the bottom color. But then the way it renders the SP bar colors, they needed 2 extra indexes.
Okay, I see what that is then.
But then when I used the monochrome to change it, I didn't need to use the other half of that array.
It's up to find fate. Here as well as Icronics, array list of object for the SP bars. Those should be lists in the definition.
All right.
In the type. And the we're doing instantiation in the draw UI elements method with this.
I did that because not everyone starts off with Dragoon, so it'll crash. If I don't have that check there.
Where is that actually being used?
As soon as the draw UI gets called.
Um, I'm not sure I understand what's going on here.
The first time the SP bar is being drawn, it initializes itself. And then it can only initialize that certain slot. So say if you had Dart with a Dragoon Spirit, and then you had Maru with no Dragoon Spirit, and then you had Albert with a Dragoon Spirit, I can't like initialize all three characters at once. So
Okay.
that's why the initialization is being done while it's being drawn for the first time.
So why do we need different objects for each of these?
That is a good question.
If we've got Max Dragoon level plus 2...
It's different objects because each character can have their own colors with draw mod. Well, I can just change it to make it one object per character. I mean, one object for all characters.
Can't we just use a single black and white object and just apply a color to it? Like tinted on render?
Can you draw the black and white object as a gradient? If so, then we can tint it.
Yeah, I mean, you just go from like white at the top to like gray or black at the bottom. And then you just apply color to it on render. Alright, Chocolate. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And yes, do as he says. Everybody make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you like what we're doing here. Really does make a big difference to us in the algorithm. But yeah, Zychronic, so you should be able to just use a single object that's like white at the top and then a gradient down to black, and then we can just recolor that on render. Just chain the recolor method onto the queue.
Oh no, the queue has a recolor. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get that a try.
Actually, isn't that what we were doing before? Judging by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm
definitely
the one
what we do with
change.
like textured things.
Yeah.
I believe I did this. I'm the one who implemented.
Yeah, I think you are. But yeah, that's what we were doing before. It was just monochrome, and then it was recolored on render.
Oh, I think I did it so you can have single color blocks in SP bars instead of having this gradient. I think that's why I did it for the option, but I can just remove it.
Yeah, let's just do the recolor.
All right.
So we got single monster target event.
Oh, see, I didn't make a variable here for. Oh wait, I did. Wait, no, I didn't. Never mind, I'm blind.
Yeah, good to see you, Arcrid. Again, we'll be back next week, so make sure you catch the next stream as well. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in while you could. We'll see
Yeah,
you
that
around.
line can be removed.
Which one?
1785, I don't think, like, why just have the final item there? Why not just do take item, last item selected?
What is last item selected there? Where is that being
That
set?
is a good question. We're in Battle HUD still?
Is that something that you added? It doesn't look like it. Although I don't see it in the current SC code.
What is this for?
Oh yeah, okay, I see it here.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm using last item selected, but the code where it has take item ID doesn't make sense. I can just do
Yeah, this is this the same behavior as before? Because before it was looking up spell or item ID.
I did this for a specific reason and I can't remember. But I'll double check this to see if it's needed.
Yeah, I don't like that change because it's getting that from a different
I believe
spot.
it was something to do with the combat description, which is why I needed to change here because it wasn't working or something. Oh. Well, Leopard said it was used in Hell mode. Yeah, I don't remember. Hell mode for ultimate boss. Last item selected. But why am I doing it in SC? Is my question to myself. It has to be probably has to do something with the combat description.
Okay, can you make note to figure out like why this was changed and how it maps back to what this what the value used to be?
Sure.
Because yeah, it looks like it's sourcing that last item selected from a completely different variable now. Which makes me wonder if it's actually correct. Also, they should be this dot rather than just using the property directly. This should be final as well, item ID event. This should not be using numbers, numeric IDs. That will not work with registry items.
Right, I haven't... Wait, no, my registry items are strings and it still works.
Get int will return 0. This cannot use the item map. That will not work with mods.
Why did I do it that way? Item ID event to get the... Oh, when I'm going above 64 item IDs, that is why I'm doing it. So when I register a new ID with Dramod,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be above 64.
Yeah, we still need to rework the combat menu because it won't work with mod items anyway.
Yeah, I'll rework this with registry IDs somehow.
Okay, so last item selected is set in the get item or spell ID method. That is a unexpected side effect. This definitely shouldn't be set in a method that just gets an ID. It should probably be set where this is being called. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, hang on, spell ID.
Yeah, we just need to figure
Yeah,
out what this is.
Yeah, I'll probably just remove it, see how it works, and why it was needed.
Okay, so you're short circuiting this if the item ID is greater than 64.
Okay, here's what I remembered. Yeah, combat descriptions were borked, and I made this change to unbork them. Because the array in the original game only allows you to go up to 64. So I changed the text description ID to 0, and then I just call an event to override it. Maybe that's why I needed last item selected. So if you select ID 65, and then you go to the text description, it'll crash because normal SC will try to get the 65th index of a 64 sized array, and then it'll crash. I think that's why I did last item selected.
Well, it sounds like they're... Well, it sounds like that change just needs to be there. Make sure it doesn't go out of bounds. And then you just use the event. You shouldn't need that last item selected thing. Because you have the item ID here, even though we won't be using item IDs in the future.
Alepri, I didn't really look at old Dramod to redo the change here because there's so much different with SC.
Right, like you should be able to just use this event. Like you can keep your change to make sure it doesn't go out of bounds here. But you should be
Right.
able to use the battle description event, and it should have the information that you need without that last item selected thing.
Yeah, I kept breaking from what I remember, and then I kept adding stuff to make it not break, but then maybe this last portion would have just fixed it all.
Yeah, Gray Madison, basically what we're doing right now is we're working on getting things merged in so that Dramod will be compatible with RB3. We'll ignore this because you're going to switch the SP bars back. But yeah, Zychronic, so if this is just for battle descriptions, remove that and just use the event, the battle description event. And if something goes wrong there, let me know and we'll figure it out.
All right.
Some weird indenting here.
That's another Control Shift L or whatever. In post battle screen. Oh.
It somehow just got outdented by 4 spaces.
Did it? I just oh. Never mind. Wrong file. Okay, yeah. That fixed a lot of things in this file, apparently. Not just my changes.
In that case, can you... I want to avoid, like, unnecessary noise in the pull request. So just undo that and just highlight this part here that's... that got outdented and just fix that part.
Alright.
I see that you removed the +1s and a couple of these D-level things. I assume that the changes you have made make that fine?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, people have been playing Hell mode and there's really no issues yet.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I can ask Drew to do that later.
What are we looking at here?
What are we looking at? Oh,
So,
for Dragoon level 7, I made it larger. That's what we're looking at. So in the actual menu, you can display 7 slots, just like in the Japan demo, where it displays 1 to 7. So that's what is being done here. Unless, again, you want me to change it like the 99 and say if a mod requests more spell slots, it'll render the numbers.
Is render character.
Oh, did I change? I might have changed. No, wait.
Okay, that's rendering a text character, not a character.
Oh, right. It's literally rendering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I can change it to keep it to 4 like it is in normal retail. And then just have the mod request to render more if you don't want me to edit that as well.
It should probably just render, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, it should render up to whatever the number of spells a character has is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So instead of hard coding 7 or 4, just make it the size of the spell array.
Okay.
Like that would make sense, right? That way it would show exactly the number that each character has.
Yeah, that works. And I mean, like, yeah, the new Helmo Congo still has less spells than everyone else. He doesn't have 7.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make that change. I think that just makes sense. Okay, we're in core mod. That stuff will have to get redone, but fine for now.
Fine for now, TM. And then, yeah, we discussed the additions. I need to not be lazy.
Yeah, so aside from the change we discussed earlier, that looks fine. We looked at character data already.
The array list to just the list. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, we're getting to the events now.
When you add package infos, make sure you put the parameters are non-null by default annotation on the package.
Oh, okay.
That will make it apply to every class in that package.
Is it already like that for the other ones?
Yep. Yeah, if we
I didn't
take a look at
notice it with my 4 eyes.
Yeah, so if we take a look at the package info here, you can see the parameters are non-null by default annotation on the package itself.
There is just too many new things I've added to Java since I've been using like Java 6.
Fair. A couple of parameters on temporary item stats event need to be final.
Am I changing those? Hold on.
You added this event, so.
Temporary item stats event. Am I changing it in drama for some reason?
No, I mean the constructor parameters.
Oh, the constructor. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just added final for 2 and then I forgot the rest.
Yep. Shop type event needs to be final. The parameters to the constructor.
I'm just gonna make a generic note. Final in all event parameter constructors.
IntelliJ should give you a warning.
I don't have any. Like, I changed to high contrast for a reason. I don't have any of the highlighting warnings or errors.
That is problematic. We're gonna look into that. Submap warp event.
Oh. Am I even using this anymore? I was originally using it to fix drama items not replacing normal LD core items at the start of the game.
Okay.
Am I still doing that? Submap.
If that's what you're using it for, then remove it, and we'll just fix that problem.
Yeah, I'm actually using the second map to replace all the Dramon items because it didn't work on the first one all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah, so
I
remove
live.
that and we'll just fix the problem.
All right. But I also have. Oh no, I'm using the warp event for something. Two things. Um, at the start of the game, I give you more gold, so I have a specific code for if you're on map 10 for the first time, it'll give you gold.
Yeah, you should be able to use the new game event or whatever for that as well.
Oh, oh no. Olefrey knows stories of my bad coding practices. Hey, I created a program to convert the Lua to Visual Basic, then I created another program to create the Visual Basic into C#.
Why would you do such a thing?
It was actually easy to convert because it was all in one file at the time.
But why the two steps? Why not just straight to C#?
Oh, no, Dramon, when it was called difficulty modifier, was in Visual Basic, and then when we changed to C#, Leopard and I called it Dragoon modifier.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then when I was working on it through Cheat Engine, it was a Lua script.
Gotcha.
And it was just called Legend of Dragoon Hard Mode version whatever.
800 plus warnings. Love it. See you later, Matthew. Good to have you. All right, so that is the end of the pull request. Not too many changes here.
Not too many, as I have 12 listed.
I mean, most of them are fairly minor, though. So if you can make that stuff, those changes, let's get this merged up like by this weekend.
No one has reported anything else wrong, so I think that should be fine.
Okay.
Most people got to the crash in SC, which was the Zackwell fight. So I'm pretty sure all of these changes are
Have we fixed
fine.
that yet?
Yeah, you did. I just didn't merge it back into me because I was doing the secret thing with the ultimate boss that I'm still working on.
What was the fix for that? Right. Yeah. I mean, Ink, you know, we'll probably get your pull requests merged in at some point. All right, Ink, let's review your pull request live.
I get to roast someone now. Let's go.
We're on a roll here. Let's just keep going. We're on a roll. All right, I have looked at these already, and I believe I had some feedback that Ink has addressed. So this adds hotkeys for various battle actions.
This would be so much better. I'll make it like Persona.
That's so good for speeding through bug testing in combat.
So we've got
the worst part of that is like overshooting your icon.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking that it might be better to change the battle menu to not use the repeat. So that you have to actually like press over each time that you want to move the cursor. Because even on like normal speed, it's difficult to reliably stop on the right icon.
I would ask the speedrunners before doing that.
Well, we're making it better for the speedrunners by doing this.
No, I mean they probably have like the timing down of how long they need to hold the button to go over like 2 icons.
Almost certainly.
So it might actually like be slightly annoying.
Yeah. No, I get
I
what you're
hold it.
saying.
I would be. Yeah. I also I think hold it down sometimes.
Hmm. Check invalid selected action. If 0. So is that just playing Ink, is this just playing the like no sound?
So when you're item blocked or attack blocked, these keys won't actually let you bypass that.
Okay, it plays the incorrect sound. And yeah, that Chronix's question too. This doesn't allow you to bypass anything. Ink, do you always have to write a goddamn novel?
The novel's longer than the PR.
Oh my god, it keeps going.
Meanwhile, me, there's like 1,000 lines of codes I made. No explanation.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Until Zychronic
I'm in
adds a
that
100
novel.
icon menu.
Hey, okay. Even in drama, like the max amount of icons in the emulator version was 8. That's how far I went up.
That's too many.
What? No, you need special icons for dart burn stacks instead of using a hotkey. Or even Hashell's new thing that I added, where he gets like 12x lightning or thunder damage.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm understanding this. So we pass in... Ink, if you're available, can you put a comment on each of these if statements real quick, saying which action they're for? Because right now it's just like opaque numbers, and I have no idea what is doing what.
0 should be attack. Wait, where is it? And then 1 is guard. Oh, it's in the main post.
But can you add
It's
a
in the.
comment to like each of these if statements so that we can see it in the code?
Please refer to page 257, paragraph 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like we need to be able to tell like what code is doing at a glance, rather than looking things up. I mean, if you want to, you can literally just like check it out, open it in Notepad and add comments. Like if you're just adding comments, then you don't need to worry too much about anything. Just making sure you're using spaces and not tabs, obviously. I am somewhat concerned about the ability to skip turns at the press of a button.
Oh, I might have a problem with this then. If items can be used in Dragoon form, this poses a problem. Exactly what I'm doing.
Hmm.
What is the problem exactly? Why does it cause a problem? Like if you just skip your turns, shouldn't it just remove 100 SB and all the turn meter? I will merge your PR into my drama build and I'll see what happens.
I swear to God, if you add any more code to your pull request, I am never going to get it merged.
No, I think we're done. I don't need anything special with the ultimate boss scripting events. I'm just going to handle that like the emulator dry mod where I have the extra monster stuff in dry mod itself, unless I need something super specific, then I'm gonna create a patch.
If you're
For the monster ID.
if you're gonna merge this into your branch, then please make a separate branch from your branch and merge it into that because I don't want it in your pull request.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make another. I already have like 3 backup branches just for that purpose. I made a backup when I was originally merging main, so I didn't know if I was doing the git commands correctly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I do not want a do nothing button that is easy to press. That is my only concern with this.
Run in Dragoon form. I think that works. I think I tried it in the emulator version of Dramod. Even if the character in Dragoon uses run, they kind of just flap their wings backwards, and it just works.
Yeah, we can discuss that one later. So as
Oh.
as a debugging thing, I do agree that that would be useful. Um, However, I would like to see that as a like control something rather than just a like single button press on the controller. So if you can remove that do nothing right now, I'll get this merged.
I have another question though. What happens if you guard in Dragoon form with this hotkey? Or does it not allow you to do that?
Yeah, what happens with that ink?
What's supposed to happen in retail is that Dragoons can guard, and there is a guard sound, but it's just the first. What's it called? What's the proper terminology? The first sound bank,
Mm-hmm.
sound bite of the Dragoon edition.
Right.
It does work, but pretty sure nothing happens.
Pretty sure.
So if you guard in Dragoon form with this command, it doesn't flip the guard flag on? That's what I'm wondering. Or if you try opening items, it just doesn't work because it's not part of the normal array of icons.
Okay, it just plays the incorrect sound. Okay. That's what we want. And that toggle for game speed. Fire. Alright, that looks fine now. Alright, I merged your game speed multiplier PR. I'm gonna be honest with
Oh
you,
no, this like
I forgot you even did this.
I forgot I did it. I'm surprised I made a separate branch for it. Oh yeah, I renamed something. I don't know why.
Well, we should rename methods as we figure out names for them. I
Yeah,
assume you
this is all
tested.
the fun UI code.
Did you test
Yes.
these all on like menus with fewer items and things like that?
Yes, fewer items, the whole all items.
Okay.
Basically the way the game works is L1 and L2 is like just position 1 and the lowest position of the current list. And then R1, R2 is page up and down. We will not be naming things Jenkins. I get enough of that from work, and it doesn't even make sense for what we do. Because we're using ancient technology, and we're also using Jenkins with it. It doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, Jenkins.
Get your modern technology out of my dinosaur, thank you.
What is menu cell 10?
Menu? Oh gosh, I need to pull out the PR now.
There's also menu.
Did I actually name it?
Select character 5 escape, and that's not something that you did. What is that? Menu
Interesting.
by. Oh, this is from the it's the enumeration index.
Wait, why did I put 10 there then? I don't. Wait, what?
Menu cell 10. Oh, it's because there's already cell 10
Oh.
escape. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's just yeah. That's left over from the old nightmare menu code.
Okay, so that's why I did it. Thank you for explaining what I did to me.
You're welcome. Happy to help. It's all looking fine. Yeah, did the big list so that I
Oh.
work on the menus and stuff. On the save menu and campaign menu. Alright, good enough.
A cell-shaded Legend of Dragoon. Technically, you can already do that with SE. Just put reshade on it.
I was actually thinking about messing around with reshade the other day.
That is what I did for the mini game.
Oh, I was wondering what you did there. I just assumed that you modified the shader.
I also did that, but then I didn't want to keep changing it if for some reason there is another change to it.
welcome back, Matthew.
Yeah, I believe Reshade has a cell shader that comes default with it. I haven't done it in a while, but that's what I use for upscale projects when I'm working on it. I use a CRT shader with upscale project just because it looks a bit better.
Okay, let's disable music since we've got the other music playing in the
You're the
background.
creator, though. You're supposed to see it in its worst state.
Yeah, and its worst state is with the shader. But no, I don't. I think I'm turning that off with their recent developments. I think it
Yeah,
removes the paintbrush by a ton. Oh, you have to attach it to Java exe. So wherever this version of IntelliJ is, Java is running. I only have it working outside. Yeah. I couldn't find it, so did I? Where is my? I only have one instance of Reshade running with the
it'll
5
be in
versions
the
of SE I
project
have.
structure. ADK's Redo. OpenGL. I have never used Reshade before. What is all this?
Oh, so these are the different shaders you can select. I'm a few seconds behind. CRT Royale is the best one.
I mean, I don't
you should
want a
definitely use that
CRT shader.
I don't know where the cell shader one is.
Here
Pretty
you go.
sure it
This one
comes
says
somewhere.
anime. Let's anime it. Since someone said that it would look cool as anime in the chat.
I think you have to restart after.
There is no reshade. Where the hell did it install itself to?
Did you select the specific version of Java exe that's running in IntelliJ?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no
And if you
reshade.
rerun the game, it doesn't pop up?
Should it pop up automatically?
Yeah, if you rerun the game, you'll get a reshade notification if it installed correctly.
Well, it's crashing OpenGL now.
Oh, great. Then it must be working.
Alright, let's see what it's doing.
See, you should have just got the
Invalid
CRT
enum.
Royal shader.
Simple Middleton fan service will be included with the Kongle dating sim.
How are we going to get Kongle fan service? He's always flashing panties.
You got a point. Invalid enum on action parameter IV. So it is injecting code here that's breaking everything.
I guess only certain shaders work.
Okay, how the fuck do you even interact with Reshade? Like, it's just gone.
You had to uninstall it, or you just delete Reshade exe or whatever it is.
I don't even know where it
use-
is.
It should be in the same location as the IntelliJ Java exe.
This is the weirdest program.
Maybe do you have a separate SC folder that's not in code? Like not in IntelliJ?
How does it know to launch?
I think it just attaches itself.
Is it just running in the background?
I don't think so.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and uninstall it.
That works, and then you can use a normal non-source code version of SE, because that downloads the portable Java and you can just have it in there.
There is literally no uninstall either.
Yeah, you might just have to go to the folder and delete Reshade. Let me do that now so I can follow.
I'm
along.
in the folder, but there's no reshade executable.
There, Reshade INI, you have to delete all of those.
Well, yes, but where is reshade itself?
That is a good question. Who knows? Maybe Reshade's a virus now. It's not.
Do I seriously need to
Uh.
Google how to remove reshade?
Let me see.
You need
Oh.
to use the installer again?
It's Reshade, the INI, the log, the Reshade preset and the OpenGL32.dll it creates.
But how is it attaching?
I think it's just that dill file that gets auto-injected when you run the thing.
But auto injection of DLLs is not a thing.
Maybe it modifies? I have no clue how Reshade works. I just tried it and it worked for me on the portable version, but I didn't pick up the same shader you did. Now can you run it?
Yeah, it's launching now.
Yeah. So that shader you picked was just bad.
Can't believe we were betrayed by the anime shader.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
I have an unrelated question, Corey.
Okay.
At some point, I feel like I remember you saying that you changed something about how world map was rendering. Do we still need to use the separate overlay ticker?
What a great question.
I'm trying to find a good solution to our world map extra step problem without compromising, and currently I am running into the problem that handle map transitions had to be moved to the overlay ticker.
Map transitions had to be moved to the overlay ticker. Now, why was that? This was
Because it
big...
deals with the location pop-up, which needs to be rendered in the overlay layer. But right now, having it in the separate ticker is causing me problems for removing that extra step.
This was removed from that. The player movement on path. So it was just for the rendering that it had to be moved?
Yes.
Okay, well, we support depth in the orthographic queue now, so that might just be able to be moved back.
Okay, that's probably what I was thinking of as like why that wasn't necessarily needed anymore.
Yeah, that is probably fine.
Well, I'll move it back and see if my other fixes work with it there.
Why? That not build properly? Unless it was just because the ARM libs were still there. Oh, it's because there is a different JDK downloaded. It just transformed everything so fast that I almost didn't even see it.
The glamorous part of reverse engineering is speeding up the game.
It is. Alright, we're gonna knock this at a full screen. Oh my god, the window is so little. Okay, I'm gonna copy over my save stuff. Big and saves. Build libs 80k bin and using Java or Java W. Java. OpenGL. Okay, last time I used Reshade, it was different. You could it was like a control panel and you could adjust things on the fly. What happened to that?
I think that's like the reshade like 3 major versions ago.
Okay, why is it worse now?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you update something?
Like, this is so much worse than that. Why would they do that?
Why did IntelliJ add the new UI?
Great question. But that's literally just like removing major features.
Major version removes all the stuff until it becomes pay to use. Speaking of removing stuff,
Now it's just like
uh,
nice guy shaders by Ishan. A collection of reshade shaders by Eson 2077. Like what?
I'll
What?
pick up the CRT one right now. Do it.
No.
Get the. Is there a different reshade? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Sweet FX you can do the weird stuff. Because there was a Sweet FX version for like EPSXE, and I'm pretty sure it's made by the same person. Oh look, cartoon shader.
That's just a Western anime shader.
And now it should work.
No, it's crashing.
When I install it doesn't crash. Why is it crashing for you? Or maybe it's that Sweet effect. Let me install the same shader you did and see if mine starts to crash. Oh no, I got the same one as you. That's the one I just picked. Sweet effects, and it worked. Something is odd with your setup.
How do I force this to use my
GPU, right?
NVIDIA GPU.
Are you on a laptop?
Yeah, I've got 2 GPUs.
See, back in my day, you used to just be able to right-click the EXE and set run with graphics processor. I haven't
don't
actually tried
think
it
that's
on
a
my
thing.
laptop. I haven't tried. Yeah, I haven't tried running with my new laptop. Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. You would probably have to go into like whatever panel and add it there. Hmm.
Okay, I can browse for apps here. So if I add Java, go to options, high performance, RTX 4060. Oh, okay. It's running.
Okay, there we go. Now you have to press that button and it tells you home, delete. I can't read it from here.
Yeah, it says home to start the tutorial.
Yeah, and then you can start turning on all the effects now.
That is
Oh,
really
I guess
small.
something is just wrong with the Intel.
Yeah, must be.
It must not work on Intel's dedicated GPUs too. That's what we need someone to try running
Well,
SE on.
I
Does it
have
run on the?
I have an Intel Arc in here as well.
You do that? That's gross. Hopefully they get better soon. AMD needs some competition.
I mean, it seems to work fine. Fuck is ASCII? Oh Jesus!
I thought the
It's
Intel
literally
Arcs
ASCII.
had a bunch of issues with DirectX 11 gains for a while.
The only issue I've had was actually with the NVIDIA GPU, and that was a driver issue. Daltonize? Well, that's nothing.
Maybe you can try the anime shader again, but you have to open up Reshade again to install a new set of shaders.
Yeah. Well, that I don't know why that's called nostalgia.
I think a lot of these only work for pure 3D games. Some of them have like a depth buffer or whatever, right?
Begrudgingly turn on a CRT shader.
Exactly. You should have installed CRT Royale right away.
It looks just as bad as I always remembered it.
Oh, that advanced CRT shader is not good. Nope. Y'all haven't enjoyed watching television on a CRT TV, clearly.
I
Or playing
mean,
this game on a CRT. That's how I played this game the first time.
so did I.
Same. And
Yeah,
then
and
I
why'd
got
you hate it
different
now?
screens. and never went back. Like, oh, I can see the game now.
Yeah, weird, right?
Nah, you can see all the weird, wrong graphical errors they made.
Yeah.
The most obvious one people pick up is the Maru's portrait. Is it
Yeah.
Maru and Albert? That's
There's
that's
there's
not-
actually a bunch of them that are
Albert's
busted.
and Lavitz's.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's Miro, Albert, and Lavitz all show
Dart's messed up in
like
the latest
individual
SC
color
version.
channels.
Yeah, about the individual channels, I think the green channel is off in SC.
Oh.
I don't remember Dart's hair being like green at one of the tips.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
now the cartoon, which does a little bit, I guess. Kind of applies like a edge filter.
Yeah,
So-
outlines them, I guess.
Kinda. Slightly.
Not the
Sort of.
not the anime one we wanted, I guess.
Make it much stronger.
So I tried to fix. I don't think it worked.
Yeah.
I left a video on Discord.
Alright, let's check out TFC's video.
Oh, do not share. Wrong channel. Did you post it in the correct channel?
No, absolutely not. I posted it in the channel that I was in at the moment and thought was correct.
Negative.
I meant to put it in
Let's get it in a
Basic
non-private
Server Chains
channel.
Yep, that was
Alright.
where it was trying to be.
Let's see what we've got here. Well, right off the bat, okay, yeah, it's getting worse. Yep. You've just walked off into the abyss.
But hey, he's not jumping back when he reaches the end point.
True. That's something.
No, it was interesting. You know, I was walking on the path. I went around the corner, and he just kind of ran off into the distance.
Rode off into the sunset. Okay, here's the
Honestly,
anime
I'm
shader.
sure.
Well, I'm not sure
How?
why this is called an anime shader.
Did it change anything?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're just stream's just really far behind. Doesn't look like anime. I don't know what that looks like. It's just kind of crispy.
Blurry.
Yeah, crispy and orange. We can make it real blurry. I have no idea what this is supposed to be doing.
It's like vaguely posterizing things, I guess.
Apparently pastel means everything is going to be cyan.
We need to invert colors. That would be a nice shader for like 2 minutes.
This is weird. It's like kind of stopping movement. Like, the animated texture here is still kind of animating. But everything else just stops moving.
There are some interesting ones. RetroArch has a frame interpolation one, but it doesn't work well at all.
Yeah, I'm not
Say if it
surprised.
doesn't work, does it really have it?
Alright, well that was that. I don't feel like we really accomplished anything interesting there.
You found out that somebody could attach reshade if they really wanted to.
Alright, let's
Yeah, I don't have to distribute the bicubic shader I made for SC. Just use
go back
reshade.
to Ink's pull request.
Why did you make a bicubic shader?
Back in 2.1, everything just looked bad. So I made a bicubic to make it look blurry, to hide the bad, but it didn't really work too well.
We're down to 2 pull requests. Do we merge 4 today?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we merged 4 pull requests. Look at us go.
No, I'm gonna create another 2. I will fix the Z issues.
I mean, if you can create small and manageable pull requests that fix issues, then those will get merged a lot faster than new features and 60 files changed. So TFC, what happens if you just move that method back to where it was now?
It didn't change anything like I thought it would.
Okay, well that's
So I'm trying to find an alternative.
unfortunate.
It neither broke things nor fixed what I was trying to fix.
That's weird.
Oh, right.
Well, I take that back. I can't confirm that it didn't break things because other things kept breaking instead.
Gotcha.
Fix one thing, break another, just like the camera, which
So-
I should probably look at.
So it didn't, as far as I got, it didn't break anything. Because the problem with this is if we want to maintain the like higher precision movement without breaking the like terminal points, then we need to account for like 2 separate conditions.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. Because terminal points would need to be treated differently than any of the others, including the other like intersection points, which are generally considered to be the same thing.
Oh, apparently Ink's pull request was not synchronized with main.
Oh dear.
And broke.
How does that happen?
Uh,
Like, I merged main into my branch, and it removed my changes, even though it said no merge conflicts.
It can't ever delete your code.
But it did.
It literally can't. So something must have been a wrong command. Either that or it was the GitHub Git client.
I will blame the GitHub client. Oh, this one. I have an idea why it doesn't work, because I can do the same thing in emulator.
Which
However,
one?
I'm not sure why it's the one you were just reading, the menu. After certain story events, when you go right out to the world map, you can't enter the menu again. I have an idea why that doesn't work.
Yeah, we just have to basically get the game into that state and then like add a
Just-
breakpoint and take a look at what the condition, like what the various variables are. That wouldn't be too hard to figure out if we can get it into that state. I wonder if defeating the Divine Dragon would put us into that state directly.
Possibly, I haven't tried that. Because it happened, to me, it happened right after the Lohan stuff.
394. Oh, I don't have Dart in my party, so that's gonna crash. Forgot about that.
Control W doesn't just skip it.
Control W doesn't end fights normally. So it doesn't trigger like cutscenes and stuff like that. Triple miss. Wonder how much damage we will do to it at level 60, just with a standard attack. That was a pretty serious chunk. Alright, 2-shot.
I gotta fix those damage numbers.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Lloyd is just jumping around on nothing.
Why is the NPC character not on the rock? Does it is that like retail behavior and they just forgot about her like everyone else?
Seems like it. This cutscene just brings its own rocks.
Yeah, all cutscenes work no matter what the battle stage is.
Wait, we just got the dialogue for going to fight the dragon.
Yeah, the game likes
Oh,
its
jeez.
individual flags for everything.
Yeah,
I really don't know how it runs.
we're getting these story flags in reverse order now. I just went to the entrance to this map and it triggered the cutscene as if we were going to fight the dragon.
This is the first time paradox in the Legend of Dragoon universe.
I might have to go and actually fight it in order for this to... oh, nope, okay, it is dead.
And you can still open the menu, but the problem is when you get to the world map,
And
you may or may not be able to open it.
we are getting these story events now. So we're getting story events from both before and after killing the divine dragon.
I know the New Game Plus glitch will not work if the wrong story flags are flipped.
Huh.
I believe I got up to disc 2 before I just couldn't progress. As the game
Interesting.
thought I was done something I wasn't.
Yeah, we would probably need to just reset the story flags.
Oh, why was Maru's head transparent there?
Yeah, you can see Maru's brain sometimes. I'm not sure why. In the cutscene where you first get her, it also happens. You can see through her head. So I can access the menu fine.
Yeah, it only happens randomly. So I got it in low hand.
We love a race condition.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think if we there's a certain flag that disables the menu. I wonder if we can just add code that every time you change state to the world map, uh, just enable the menu.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a bunch of conditions here that need to be met to allow opening the menu. Like a bunch of conditions.
Yeah, which one of these caused the issues? I have no clue.
Yeah, that's what I would like to basically just be able to live debug, because we could just see the value of every one of these and see what's causing it to not work. Yeah, speaking of 3 hours, I think it's probably time to wrap it up here. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to do or say before we finish things up?
No, I was hoping to get you one small PR in, but obviously I have to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, that seemed like it was going to be an easy fix, but unfortunately, apparently not.
Yeah. Bit in the ass by the weird way they decided to construct the world map code.
Oh my god, yeah, the world map code is ridiculous.
Like
It's so
one part
complicated.
states, one part weird conditions, and like indices all combined.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anyway, I mean, we got quite a few pull requests merged up and stuff, and I think we'll be able to get like proper Dramod builds in RB3 dev builds very soon. So that'll be fun.
Soon, TM.
Soon, TM. Yeah, no, let's get it done this weekend, like at the latest. If you can get those changes made like before then I'll just re-review that and get it merged up.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. Big thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. If you like what we're doing here, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. You can also subscribe to my Ko-fi account or send a one-off donation to support the project directly. Link is in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. It will also be in the YouTube chat. Huge thank you to all of my current supporters and people who sent in donations recently. We did the stream today, Thursday. Normally we stream on Wednesdays, so make sure you tune in next Wednesday to catch the next one. Have a good night, everyone.